When you feel behind in life, the instinct usually is to chase after the life you once had before or the person you used to be. What I realized is there is no going back, and nor do I want to. What I do want is to build a life that I am proud of. If you're new to the channel, my name is Masio Madzai. I am writing a book called Mountain Lion Mindset. It's about perseverance through adversity, struggling with bipolar disorder, and trying to become the best self that I want to be. In this video, we will talk about a setback. For me, it was a setback in the shape of losing my mind. Losing my mind, losing a job, losing a girlfriend, things of that nature. That all has happened to me in the past. What that usually, the feeling that usually brings about is once I have once I'm back into my senses or within my senses, I feel behind. Even though in the moment I feel like all is lost. But once I get past that moment, I feel behind because I still want to go back. I want to go back to jobs, not so much. I'm not a fan of 9-to-5s and all of that, but sure, I've had it good in some jobs, don't get me wrong. Never really had a career that I cared about more than anything, I guess. So I will say the other two, sure. This is when I was younger, much younger, I was in love, and it was the first love, and the relationship was beautiful and flourishing at the beginning, but towards the end, it got messy, and mostly due to me, my shortcomings. But it ended badly, and I didn't want it to. I don't want it to end, but it did, and I thought my world was ending. I mean, I was young, and it ties to our video here, our topic. My world didn't end. I mean, I was devastated. I was heartbroken, but it didn't end. I had to come to grips with the reality that, yeah, she's no longer in my life, and I have to move on. There was reasons for the relationship coming to an end. I grieved the loss of the relationship. So same thing happens with bipolar disorder and manic episodes, and in my old identities, I always felt behind. I felt behind after recovering and coming back to my senses. That, yeah, it sucks. I was building something, and it felt like it was stripped away from me or robbed from me. I do take full ownership of going manic. It wasn't my neighbors or my freaking landlord or the president that made me go manic. that was my decision. So coming to grips again, coming to getting in touch with reality and realizing that it happened for a reason. So whenever that happened, I grieved my old self because I was building something and I wanted to continue it, but hey, it wasn't in the cards. So what I did was I chose, just like I am choosing now, I chose to accept what had happened and what do I want to happen now. I chose the life I wanted now. I'm still choosing. I'm choosing to create this video. I'm choosing to write. I chose to write a book, and I finished the whole manuscript, 82,000 words, which was not easy. It was not easy to relive all of the things and write it down, but I did it for the right reason. Why did I choose it? Why did I choose to go through all of the turmoil and the depressive moments, along with the great ones? I chose because I wanted to make a difference in the world. I wanted to help people, and I think I've touched upon this before, but the cliche saying, what do you want to do when you grow up? Everybody wants to say, I want to help people. It's an innate human desire to want to help other humans, the people of this earth, their loved ones, even strangers they've never met before. So that was my reason for writing a book, and I chose to do that. And that's where building came about. It's like literally last year. Last year was my building year. It was right before 2024 was over. I had a choice. Do I want to pursue disability for another year or so, or do I want to do something else? And I chose something else. With that said, I felt behind. Don't get me wrong, because my last manic episode had me against the ropes. I was not working for a while. I was complacent, and I was complacent with other people's decision that I should pursue disability, or I should pursue disability and not work, because I keep going manic, and it's safer this way. So I tried taking the safe route, and it was fun. It was relaxing for a little while to just not do much in life. Just go for walks in the morning, come back, smoke weed, play video games, drink alcohol at night, watch TV shows, not really go anywhere. Most of the time be a homebody, and it was okay. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was nice. I'm trying to find the word for it, but it's basically comfortable. It's comfortable, and eventually the comfort made me uncomfortable. It made me not want to be so complacent with others and myself, because I was the one choosing that, you see? So I urge you guys, if you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, and what you were supposed to be is in the past, well, maybe that's true to a degree, but it's not true entirely. Who you are now is powerful, has immense potential to be anything you want to be. I make these videos because it's like it relates to the book, relates to my life, but it's also relating to self-development I'm going to create another video on that topic, but yeah, self-development. We can become more than our past ever were. For me, the choosing to start working last year, or even in 2024, late 2024, it brought so much out of me that I didn't know I had. I thought I lost it all. I thought I lost what made me me. I thought I lost it all when I lost my mind the last time. But slowly started coming back because I chose the path I wanted to keep going. Just want to end this video with: you're not behind. You're right where you're supposed to be. I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and we can go to infinity and beyond. I haven't watched Toy Story 5 yet, but I'm going to. That's it for this video. If you resonated with anything in this video and you'd like to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mountain Lion Mindset, out.